morning. Okay. It's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here to practice Wudang Taiji Sword. I had little leftovers from yesterday. Same issue. Reported it again. Not going to delve into it today. I'm going to focus on practice this morning. But let me say that let me put it this way. This idea that I talked about yesterday, that we take whatever it was we don't want and push it out. Not dealing with that right now. That we want to. That as we are moving into whatever is next, there will be obstacles. Different obstacles. Different obstacles to overcome. It depends, circumstance, person, those obstacles and how we overcome them, what we do with ourselves, the actions that we take to overcome, that's what we want to cultivate, right? That's what we want to work on. And that can be something as simple as adjusting, just a little bit, what we're thinking about, right? What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about what I don't want. Why am I thinking about that? Why am I thinking about that? I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I might have to, but I don't want to. What do I want to think about? Let's see. How to organize my classes. Think about that. How to best communicate, show some of the movements that we have, because I'm working in 2 dimensions, not 3. Those things have value. Those are the things I'm going to pay attention to today. And I'm going to get some more coffee too. All right? It's a skill. It's a skill. As I get my arm warmed up a little bit, get the sword out, there was a tournament, so many years ago. Is it 98, 99, somewhere around in there. And I had gone with one of my students at the time. He was competing, I was judging. And we're staying in a dorm kind of thing, cheap housing. And it was San Francisco, and the hotels were expensive, all right? So there was a college that was offering dorm rooms to the competitors and judges, and we could do that. And I don't remember what the issue was. I remember that I was annoyed. I was not happy. And I went to one of the organizers, and I started talking to her about why I was not happy. And I was upset. And she did the most amazing thing. She didn't, I understand you're upset. She didn't do any of that. She listened. Let me understand why you're upset. I'm not listening to you being upset. I'm going to listen to why you're upset. And before I could finish, she said, "Miss Morgan, I have another room over here that I'll be happy to put you in." Something to that effect. Remembering now, I wasn't happy with the accommodation. I have another room I could put you in. And it'll be down the hall from where you were. It won't be so noisy. Great, thank you. There was that moment when she stepped in, addressed the problem, solved it, and dissipated all of the upset that I was feeling. Just was gone. And I looked at her and I said, you know, you're really good at this. She was. And she smiled and she said thank you. And I went on my way. That skill, that's the skill we want to cultivate. Not the let me read her the riot act stuff. The skill to say, I hear what you're telling me. I understand why you're upset. And let me address that right now. You don't have to be more upset. Let me see what I can do to address that. That level of skill to make that change, finger's not working. There we go. To make that change right now. That skill is what we want to bring when we practice. So, I walk into the studio, whatever's out there stays out there. I'm here, I'm not out there. We're practicing. Developing that skill takes work. Alright, a little bit of basic warm-up here. Slice across. Yeah, we're going to do this. Be probably a little bit wider than shoulder width. You put your hand wherever you'd like, your other hand wherever you'd like. Behind your back, bring your, wherever. Alright, come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Pay attention to slice, turn it, and slice, come back the other way. Slice across here, turn it, and slice back the other way. Be a bit wider than shoulder width. Come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Paying attention to the blade and the tip. Taiji sword. Feet together, stand straight. Roll up through the crown of the head. Bend the knees just a little bit. Drop the tailbone. Salute. Relax the body, relax the breath. And breathe in. Breathe out. Stay there. One more time. Breathe in. Shift the weight to the right. Sink. Open the left. Go in and open. Turn. Up along the left, down on the right. 1, 2, 3. Shift back. Extend. Up. Slice. Whoop. Slice. Up. Down. And down. Come around. Set. Alright. Stop for a second. We're going to do this again. Just this part. And what I'm going to try and do is to work in segments this morning. I'd like to get us a little bit more towards the end of the form this month, so that we have all of December and maybe part of January to review and refine what we've got. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Breathe. And breathe in. Shift the weight to the right, sink. Open the left. Pull in and out. Turn. Pay attention to keeping your movement smooth. Pay attention to the blade. Watch your balance. Come around. Open. All right. As we open, we're going to do this. I'm going to turn around, face, show, and do this for a second. All right. So, 1. All right. I'm going to slow it down, and then I'm going to speed it up again. Here, bring it around, turn, down, turn, and up. All right? And don't hit the floor. All right? As this comes around, pay attention to the edge of the blade. Slice. It's not the flat of the blade until we go up. All right? And this is not here. It's here. All right? That's from the beginning. From the beginning. And breathe in. Shift to the right. Open the left. Turn. Come around. Up. And 1, 2, 3. Shift back. Change hands. Up. Out. Come around. Up. Down. Slice down. Slice across. And come to center. Down. Bring it around. Down. Bring it around. Down. Turn. Down. Turn. Down. Turn. Down. Turn. And up. All right, I'm going to slow it down. Right here. Come across. Just slice across here. Yeah. Turn. Slice up. Use the edge of the blade. And start to the 45 up here. No, not. Take that back. Start at the beginning. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Open. up, 1, 2, 3. Change hands, slice out, up, through, come across, under, in, down. Slice, turn. There we go. Up, 1, 2, down 3. Needle at sea bottom, come around, and 2, 3, 4. All right, relax for a second. Recognize that I'm not giving the explanations today. I'm not. It's there, but follow. My efforts to be verbal today, not working so good. Okay, the spatial thing is working pretty well, but the verbal, not so much. It'll come back. It'll come back. There's a difference in the way that I approach things when I'm thinking spatially versus verbally, and I'm going to talk about it just a teeny tiny bit. Not a lot, just right now, because this is something that comes up from time to time. As we practice, we're paying attention to three-dimensional space. Where am I moving? How am I moving? What am I? Which direction am I going? Right? I'm on a 45. I'm going straight. I'm turning back 180. I'm going. Where am I going? Right? All of that is I don't know how the best way to say it. All of that is a function of spatial awareness, not verbal. Okay, so the verbal side of the brain, in my case, the verbal side of my brain kind of shuts off. It's just, we don't need to talk right now. That was something that was taught to me by my ballet teachers, Miss Shirley and Miss Tanya. You don't need to talk in class. There's no talking. Shh. You don't need to. Anything you need to do, and I'm saying this because we're on video and it's really hard to do this if I'm not in person. Anything you need to do can be done through movement. Anything that needs to be told to someone can be told through movement. We do not need to be verbal. That was the lesson. Now, both these ladies could teach a full class, not say a word. I developed that skill. I developed that skill. So now, as I'm going through some of these sets, when I bring up, as you've just seen, when I bring up everything to practice that, and I'll talk about that. When I bring that up, I switch to that non-verbal mode. I don't want to talk. I don't. I'm focused on three-dimensional space. Let's do it again. Feet together, stand straight. And we'll keep going a little bit, so pay attention. Relax the breath, relax the body. As much as you can. Salute. And breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Open. Turn. And 1, 2, 3. Change hands. Come on up. Slice across. Up. Down. Down. Cross. And around. Turn. Up. Heel. Toes. Slice across and down. 2, 3, 4. 1. And 1, 2, 3. All right. As we get going, all right, I really would wish that one of these days here, not too far off, we will all be in a position that I'm going to open up some in-person classes. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right, so I enjoy this. As we're moving through, all right, and we're going to start with the hooks so we can start going backwards, okay? As we're moving through, pay attention to, I already talked about pay attention to the sides of the blade, right? Both sides, tip. Also pay attention to the dynamic of how we're slicing or sticking or whatever. Where does this come from? All right? I come up here. Where does that dynamic how do we create that dynamic? How do we change the position of the sword, do something else with it? As we're working through whatever else it is we're doing at the same time, right? Look for that dynamic. From the hook, we're here. Left foot front, and go down and around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In front. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ran out of room again. Preview. This is the next piece. All right, and just let me sip coffee. I want to reassure anybody that's watching that yes, I am going to break this down. And I'm not just going to throw it at you. Promise. All right, and I have the idea, I expect to record the full set end to end without the stops. So I've got side to do this, but excuse me, I'm going to do that so that we'll have the full set, no impediments. I'm outside, I don't have to worry about the ceiling, right? No impediments to what the form does. Then we'll come back in, right? And I'll be able to come back in and review all of this again. And what will happen, as you can see a little bit more clearly how it all fits together, my hope is that as we're doing this little by little analysis, that we do what we should do, which is take apart a movement, pay attention to that one movement, understand that movement, know how to refine that movement, and then put that movement back into the form so that it's connected, not isolated. So we take the movement out, isolate it, so that we can develop our skills for that move. we put it back in so that we can develop the continuity through the form. All right, let's do it again from this hook. One, two, three, down, up, turn one, up, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four. Okay? From here, except that I'm up. All right, now a lot of this, I'm going to talk about this for a second too. A lot of what I'm doing here is based on the idea that something is coming at my leg and I want my leg out of the way. All right, so it's straightforward. Not a lot of guesswork. The timing, bring the leg up, bring the sword down, matters. Right? Get my leg out of the way. and no, you're not going to hit my other leg. All right? Let's start from the hook one more time. And then we're going to get here, and I'm going to stop, and we're going to start from elsewhere. Down. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Ready, and down, up. Slice out. Don't fall into it, step into it. Right? Put the foot down, make sure that your back leg is set. Make sure that you don't step too far. Yeah, right? You have to move out of this. So as you come down, be ready. I'm going to slow it down. Here. Come through. Down. Down. Out. This series, again, I'm going to do it again. Pay attention, again, I'm pushing on this today. Pay attention to the direction of the blade, where the tip is going. Start here. Down, up, around. Right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Again. Extend. We just did this, right? Slice down, come around, down, up, and around. This, similar to what we were doing at the very beginning of the class. I was talking about turn the wrist, right? I could teach the whole class without speaking, okay? If we were here in person, I could do that. I'm not going to try and do it on video. All right? Set. 1, 2, 3, down, in, step through. One more time. Don't lean forward. No. Yes. All right. Set. 1, 2, 3. Down, in, up. And we are going to do the next move, okay? Rest for a second. Sip of coffee again. All right. As we step, I'm going to say it's probably going to be, I'm moving things along a bit more quickly today, but I will tell you that it's probably going to be January before we finish the form, okay? This one. As I'm working through some of this and I'm thinking about what we still have to do and what we still need to pay attention to, it's probably going to be January. All right, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, it's just, even in person, giving 4 or 5 sets per class is difficult. It's hard to pick that up. 2, 3, yeah. 4 or 5, you lose parts of each one. Little things that just aren't there because you're paying attention to the bigger picture. So I want to try and avoid some of that. Smaller chunks. All right. Same start. Set. No. Yes. All right. Set. Down, up, and around. Down. Yes, you want to stomp there and extend. One more time. And do it again. One more time. Interesting. I just noticed I did something. Did you notice it? Did you see what I did? I'm going to have to check on that. I will. One more time. 3, down, up. Should be here. Right? Again. All right, now. Don't fall. It does go all the way down. Don't fall. One more time. And come on back up. All right. As I look, I'm leaning a little bit. We're going to do it again. I'm leaning a little bit. Try not to do that. Try to stay straight over the legs. Remember, you have to get back up. Set. 1, 2, 3. Step up. Keep this up. Let this come down. Slice through with the blade. And I'm going to get us up out of this, and then we're going to stop for today. We do a couple more times. Set. 1, 2, 3, down, up, and down. That's it. Seen that before, haven't we? In a couple moves back. As we set, around and out. Here. That idea is part of what I'm asking you to pay attention to this morning. We're going to do this again. With the idea that we want to pay attention to the direction and the dynamic. What am I doing here? What's going on? And what am I trying to accomplish? Well, in this case, I'm trying to move something out of my face. No. All right. One more time. Set. 1, 2, 3. Step up, in, out, come around, and down. Circle, out. We'll do it again. Pay attention as this comes around. Let your hand be flexible, right? You want to have the idea that the sword, right, that you just know where it is. It's not, I got it. No, you can't do that. It doesn't work. All right, so the hand has to be light and loose and firm. Stick it to your hand. Make it stick. All right? Do not ever put glue on your hand, but that's the idea. It's stuck there. Even my hand's open, it's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. All right? Pay attention to that as we move through. One more time. The edge of the blade, keep it flexible, keep the hilt flexible in your hand. Let it move. Excuse me. 1, set, down, up, round, down, in, out, come around, and step through. There's some movement there, yeah. All right. One more. Set. I forgot to lean back. I did. From here, come back, and down, come around, and out. Not stiff, a little bit round. No, yes. Fully extended, but not with elbows stiff and locked. Just a little bit of a bend there. Tai Chi. We don't have stiff and locked. All right, from here, set, down, come around, and out. Again, one more time. Come in, down, and out. The leg work gets a little bit harder, not too much. We have some, a little preview. Okay. Start from here. That series we're going to work on next time. Okay? This time, takeaway. Pay attention to slice and down. So I'm here, slice down. I'm here, come across and up. This turning through the blade requires that your hand be loose and that you pay attention to where the sword is, so that as you move, as you choose to turn the sword, you can. It's here. It's not up here. It's here. The hand needs to be flexible. The sword needs to be light. And you need to stick the sword to your hand so you don't drop it. Now, been practicing for a few years. When I first started, I dropped my sword multiple times. I did. I worked on carpet a lot so that it wouldn't harm the sword. It wouldn't break what I was doing. But I did. And I very quickly learned that gripping was never going to make it happen. All right, let's just one more time. Just this very last move where we're going to sit. Where we're going to sit. Open. Come around and down. Right? Here. We'll work on that a little bit more next time. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. Wudang Qigong, basic sets 1 through 9. Friday, advanced sets 10 through 18. Next week, Wudang Tai Chi on Tuesday. Jian style Tai Chi on Monday. Taiji Sword Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks.